Hello, Delmarva. I'm Janice Lyles from Salisbury here at WBOC's Historic Studio D. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. 85 shows and I'm still clapping. It is Thursday, May 10th. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hoppa. Welcome to Delmarva Live from Historic Studio D, and we'd like to say welcome to our studio audience for joining us this afternoon. Awesome having you guys here.
We're so happy you're here today. We have a lot of fun stuff going on, and it's a beautiful sunny day. You know, we had all that rain yesterday.
Okay, just a quick clapping vote here. How many slept with your windows open last night so you could listen to the rain? Yeah, I did. I had them all open.
You did?
Oh.
Well, you know what happens when we get a lot of rain and then we get a lot of sunshine. Your yard
get a lot of grass.
Gets a lot of grass. So yeah, you can almost see the grass growing. It's so fast.
Now the next challenge is going to be getting the teenager to start the lawnmower.
Well, I don't have any problem getting my teenager to start the lawnmower. It's just the rest of it.
The pushing part.
It's the pushing and the...
Zach has never pitched to me so hard. Dad, we need a riding lawnmower.
Oh, I bet.
Dude, the yard's not that big. We need a riding lawnmower.
I bet you do.
But, you know, that's how it goes. Got some good news,
yeah.
I guess, from one angle. One of our hot topics this afternoon, coming from the Postmaster General. It looks like they have pretty much abandoned their plan to try to close down all the rural postal facilities.
Yeah.
So it looks like, for the most part, the Easton mail sorting facility is not going to close down. So that's good news there. We're very glad to hear about that. Now, on the flip side of that, they've got to make cutbacks somewhere, so it looks like they're going to have to cut back on staff, and they're probably going to keep bankers' hours now at the post office, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be, they've got to do it somewhere. The money's not, it doesn't just grow on trees.
Right.
It doesn't just grow in the yard like the grass.
We need to find a new term, bankers' hours. That doesn't apply
anymore. It really doesn't, does it?
Because, you know, banks are open all the time and ATMs are open 24/7, so we need to find...
So I guess now the new term is going to be post office hours.
Oh, I guess
no?
so. I don't know. We got to find a
but...
job where they only work a couple hours a day. Oh, okay.
That would be us. Yeah. That's all we do. Come in, do the show. See you. Bye. Gotta go.
Yeah,
so,
I wish.
TV hours. That's the new term. TV hours.
Well, some other good news coming out of Talbot County. Easton curbside recycling program is set to begin on July 1st. We're happy to hear that. The town council voted this week to accept a $1.5 million 5-year bid for bi-weekly pickup.
You know what? I've got to plead complete ignorance on this.
Oh, really?
Until we started recycling at home, I did not realize how much of what I've been throwing in the trash that goes to the landfill can actually be recycled. I'm looking at it thinking, wait a minute, shouldn't I be putting more in the trash? There is so much stuff that we can recycle. Do you guys recycle?
Yeah,
I do. Well, almost everybody recycles now.
And I mean, it's good for the environment, but yeah, it's like when you're putting all that in your garbage gets full, fills up. When all the kids were living at home, we were going through a gallon of milk a day.
Yeah.
And a gallon milk jug, unless you smash it down to, it's completely flat, it's going to take up a lot of room in the garbage can. So yeah, that's what we recycle, the milk jugs, the soda cans, the, newspapers.
I didn't realize how much. Now, when it started, I think we had to separate the paper and all that stuff, and I can't remember what they call it now, where you put everything in and they separate it. But that varies wherever you are. So find out for sure whether or not you need to separate or whether they separate.
Single stream.
Single stream, that's it. But I didn't realize how much of what I've been throwing into the landfill can be recycled.
Yeah.
So find out about it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Big goings on in Delaware. Kent County, Delaware, and Sussex County, Delaware. As a matter of fact, there's a workshop going on right now in Dover, talking about how they're trying to put these bike paths and walking paths, non-motorized is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
These pathways, it's an initiative that's going on. The goal is to create a statewide network of pathways and trails for you to walk and ride your bike. Travel and recreation, it's all kinds of great things. Obviously for your health, get the kids out, walk them.
Fresh air.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
The thing going on right now goes until 7 o'clock tonight in Dover. Just in case you're close and you want to make that workshop, it goes until 7 o'clock at the Dover City Hall. Now, there is another one in Sussex County. That's going to be next Thursday. It's going to be, again, from 4 to 7. That's going to be at the Lewis City Hall if you want to find out more about that.
So this is where people can go and just find out about the project and
Right.
what they're proposing.
And what's coming and what areas. And there's a lot of money involved in this. The state has jumped in behind it. Governor Jack Markell has jumped in behind it. It's a terrific initiative that's really moving along. And honest to goodness, by the time it's all done, it really could mean a lot of money for Sussex County, for Kent County, for people that are coming here specifically to go on these bike trails and to go walking on these trails. So this could be a lot of money built up in both counties, Newcastle as well, I think. So it's great economically. Obviously, it's good for your health. So it's a wonderful thing. If you want to make that meeting tonight in Dover, it goes until 7 o'clock. Next Thursday, it's going to be in Lewis from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And if you've got any questions, boom, there's your chance. Great place to be.
Hey, a couple weeks ago we had some folks from Dewey Beach here on the show, and they were talking about some happenings there. Well, this weekend is actually the Dewey Beach Arts Fest.
Oh, that's this weekend.
That's happening this week. They're going to have a silent auction, over 50 artists and crafters. It'll take place outdoors on the bay side of Dagsworthy Street, which is in the center of town and intersects with 4-lane Coastal Highway Route 1. The show is sponsored by Dewey Business Partnership, and there's the information on your screen. It's a Saturday, May 12th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Like I said, Dagsworthy Avenue. It is free, and parking is free.
And
so
what a shame that the weather is going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather. Get out and do that.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking about the traffic speed cameras. They put one up in Salisbury, and everybody said, speed camera, speed camera.
Yeah.
And then they start talking about, you know what, this is working so well in Salisbury, maybe we ought to try it in Sussex and Kent, and who knows, maybe even all the way up to, well, it's a great idea to get people to slow down. However, the St. John's Police Department also came up with a great idea to try to slow you down. Take a look at this sign that they posted. It's kind of hard to see, but if you look closely, you'll see that it says, on sale, as low as $172.50, speeding tickets, St. John's Police.
Oh, that's funny.
So I like that one.
Say what you will about speed cameras, but that's funny.
I like that one a lot.
I like that too.
Somerset County Schools, I got a whole bunch of notes here, so please forgive me if I refer to this because I want to make sure that I get this right. They're looking at funding cuts from state and federal governments as well as a whole bunch of things. They're looking at a $32.2 million proposed budget that they're hoping to push through. Superintendent Marjorie Miles has said that their situation as far as what may have to be cut could be worse. Actually, depends on what's going to happen when the state of Maryland goes through their budget and finds out. They're looking at possibly losing 19 positions, maybe even the ROTC program. Now, to not just lose it, one of the ideas that they're coming up with is trying to combine it at one of the schools, so that you can have Chris Field and Princess Anne, all these guys, go to one place for the ROTC program, because that's not something you want to lose. That is a wonderful thing.
A lot of kids end up in college through that program.
Let's see, the school budget likely to change again after the General Assembly convenes. They've got their special session coming up to decide on this, and it's a really big issue about exactly what's going to happen. They were anticipating $11.9 million from the state, which is a decrease as far as funding is concerned, and they kept their budget level. They're not asking for any more money than they had last year, and still they're looking at maybe cutting positions.
You know, here's what I have to say about that. These school budgets, the thing is people are sitting around saying, what do we do? What can we do? One thing that you can do is you can get involved and you can go out, you can find out how these schools are funded. I think everybody thinks it's just like one big funnel of money that goes to the school or the school system, and then they just disperse it. But it's far more complicated than that. So I think that we as parents should get involved with our school systems, find out how the money's spent, where it goes, you know, how much of it is tax money, how much of it's from the state, from the federal. You know, educate yourself, because I feel like we are just all of a sudden saying, whoa, what's going on? All these schools are doing all these cuts. What happened? Who made this? You know, so there. I'm getting off my soapbox now.
You'll be back in no time.
I'll be back, yeah.
Summertime coming?
Yeah.
Gorgeous weather this weekend. Maybe you have one of the little kiddie pools at home, there is an inflatable pool specifically that they're looking at recalling.
Actually, it's the slide that
Oh,
goes.
is it the slide? Not
yeah.
the pool? Oh, okay, the slide
yeah,
itself.
these are
not
actually
the
for
pool.
in-ground pools.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
Yeah.
here's the deal. This particular, it's the Bonsai in-ground pool water slide. There have been 21,000 of them made, and they're recalling them all from Walmart and Toys R Us. Apparently, they've agreed to refund them. Apparently, what has happened is these things will suddenly deflate. Obviously not good if you got a kid going down the slide.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll just flat fall over, whether it's windy or not. They'll just fall over. There was an 18-month-old baby out in Colorado that going down the slide, it suddenly deflated.
Right.
And it was her mother.
It
was her mother. Okay,
yeah,
I thought it was the
29-year-old.
18-month-old. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So she went down head first, and when it deflated, she ended up hitting the edge of the pool, broke her neck. She died the next day. And there was another one in Springfield, Missouri, where a guy became a quadriplegic. So if you've got one like that, check with the store to see if indeed it is the one that fits the recall, and then start asking more questions about it. They should refund your cost if indeed that is the one that they're looking to recall.
You know, I'm beginning to think that unless you're an Olympic diver, you should never go
Don't
head
dive.
first into
Don't
a pool. It's just dangerous.
Just get the inflatable float and enjoy it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got all this stuff out of the way, some things that we really want to bring to your attention, but I want to back up just a little bit. You remember
Okay.
earlier this week when we were talking about this Polish dentist, the guy who had a toothache. So he set up to go to an appointment with his ex-girlfriend to have the tooth pulled.
Yeah.
She gets into his mouth and says, "You know what, you really ticked me off."
Oh.
And pulled all his teeth out. One by one, pulled them all out. He wakes up. What's going on? It's okay. You'll get over it. It turns out the girl that he
dentist.
went to
Yeah.
when he left him because he didn't have any teeth anymore. It was all a hoax. What a great story. It was all a hoax.
But it was
There
on the internet,
nothing.
Jimmy.
It had to be true then, didn't it?
Everything on the internet's true, right?
So, you
Yeah.
know, that's
Well, it happens.
not the case.
It
Not
was a
really
great
what went
story. Anyway.
on. Who takes pictures? Sorry, who takes pictures of their little one on the first day of school? You guys do that? I got mine. I wish.
Kicking and screaming when they're in high school.
Kicking and screaming, sure, yeah. I wish you could get a really close look at this picture, but here is a picture of a man who took the picture of his son the first day of school for 13 years running. That's 13 days of pictures. If you look really, really closely, you see how cute he is at the very beginning and how manly it is at the very, very end. So apparently they lived in the same house and they're right there in the driveway of the same garage. So
Wow.
that
Pretty
was
cool.
that was amazing.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
First day of school pictures.
I like that
Hey,
one a
it's
lot.
prom season. A lot of kids heading to the prom. I know my daughter's going this weekend. Parkside Prom's this weekend. One Northern Michigan teen put together one sweet dress thanks to family members and classmates. Take a look at this dress. Beautiful, isn't it? Those are actually wrappers from Starburst Candy.
What?
Starburst candy. All right, so she had all of her friends and her family eat a lot of Starburst candy, and she took the wrappers and she weaved them together to make the top, I guess, a
Oh, my
bodice
goodness.
of her dress. So, yeah, isn't that cool? I just think that's really neat. You know, we've gone through the whole duct tape tuxedos and stuff. Now we're into
Yeah,
candy
that's old
wrapper
hat
prom
and the
dresses.
pocket-
Probably
no.
saved a lot of money too. Prom's expensive. Just
And
want to tell
the
you.
dentist probably likes that
Oh,
family.
yeah.
The good dentist, not the Polish
Not
dentist.
not the, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, nobody wants to hear they need a new roof. We'll tell you how you can protect your roof to make sure it lasts as long as possible.
Fish, clams, salad, beer. It's a busy Thursday in the kitchen with a high spot in Cambridge. Just wait until you see what Chef Patrick Fanning is whipping up for us.
Did you say beer?
I think I did.
And from eyelashes to teeth whitening to waxing, Brian's at Lash and Beauty Bar in Lewis to help us look our best. Plus some good gift ideas for Mom this Sunday. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future, and Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897.